This is my long-awaited Snickerdoodle Poundcake recipe. First, we're going to start off with some flour. I believe that was 3 1/2 cups of flour I used. And then we're going in with some baking powder. And I use 1/4 teaspoon. And next is the baking soda. We're going to use 1 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Salt, 1/2 teaspoon. Cream of tartar, I did 1 1/2 teaspoon. 3 sticks of butter. I also would recommend using 1/2 cup of butter shortening instead of 3 sticks of butter for the flavor. Brown sugar. And also, I know some of it has skipped over. The recipe will be in the description. Creaming the butter and sugar. You have your eggs. We're going to do 4 eggs and 2 yolks. Adding our cinnamon in. Cookie butter. Now that is for the flavor if you want to up the flavor some. Two tablespoons of sour cream with the 4 ounces of cream cheese. Then we're adding in our 1 cup of buttermilk with the 3 1/2 cups of flour. You're going to alternate between the two, starting with the flour and then adding the buttermilk. Being sure not to overmix. The good old pan baking spray for that nice release. You're going to scoop in your batter a little bit at a time, and you're going to do half of the batter. And then the half of the batter, you want to sprinkle in the cinnamon sugar mixture around the middle. You don't want to go too crazy on the outer side. Make sure it stays close to the middle so it doesn't form a very like a crusted layer on the outside of the cake. Bake it on 325 for 60 to 65 minutes. Always check doing your cake test, sticking in a toothpick or knife to make sure no cake is sticking on. And then we're going to baste it with the cinnamon syrup. And you can add icing if you like to. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to add the recipe for that thick cream cheese icing as well. Thank you.